akatoda yandika right. Saka pa2 mareason tinenyaya yekuti uku kuri underdeveloped, uku kune mabetter medical facilities handika right. Then tobva taenda pa-item 3 they say calculate the natural increase for total population of Botswana. So you say natural increase equal to birth rate subtract death rate of more economically developed countries. They look like this one. So this is the sketch. Whenever they say draw a sketch diagram, this is the sketch diagram which is required for medics. This is the sketch diagram for medics. June 2013. Saka here we are focusing on population studies in geography, paper 2. Andika. So table 3 shows information about population in selected countries in Africa and Europe. Andika. Tapuama selected countries. We have given selected countries both in Europe and in Africa. So they've shown us a region, countries, population per thousand, birth rate per thousand, birth rate per death rate per thousand, then life expectancy. Andika. So you need to know that birth rate, it is the number of childbirth per thousand. Death rate, it is the number of people who die in a total population per thousand. Then life expectancy, these are number of years a person is expected to live in a certain country or region, which depend on the statistics ziriko. Taura. So tiri papo for a item 1 tabatanzi zoni state the difference in population in group A and group B. So in the difference we say group A, then here we say group B. Then by studying group A, these are less economically developed countries. We call them LEDICs. Are we together? Then we say these are MEDICs. Zvichireva kuti these are more economically developed countries. I am a less economically developed country. I am a more economically developed countries. Then next difference ndekuti kune high birth rate. Kunoku kune low birth rate. Then here we've got a high death rate. And then here we've got a low death rate. Then again, low life expectancy. Vanhu kuno kwankasika kufa kune tine high life expectancy. So, saka 1, 2, 3, 4 difference. Ta now, half mark, half mark, half mark, half mark. We have got 4 differences at Anyora. Then item 2, state 2 reasons for difference stated above. Hanzi chichaita kuti pave nema difference akadayo. So andika tinenyaye under development. Andika cheta nyaya futi improved health facilities. Tine zvakawanda zvinokonzeresa andika kunopinda futi ma-issues akaita sana women emancipation anoita kuti pave nema-difference akatoda andika right. Saka pa2 mareason tinenyaya kuti uku kuri underdeveloped, uku kune mabetter medical facilities andika right. Then tobva taenda pa-item 3, they say calculate the natural increase for total population of Botswana. So you say natural increase equal to birth rate subtract death rate. Then you go on your table, then you look for birth rate and death rate of Botswana. Birth rate of Botswana is 40% minus death rate of Botswana is 11%. Then 40 minus 11 we get what? 29%. That's our birth rate. So this formula, you were supposed to show this formula, birth rate equal to birth rate minus death rate, then you show working. Those are the hope 1 mark. Right. Then our next question here. The next question says, draw sketch diagram to illustrate the possible age-sex structures of Namibia and Denmark. 4 marks. Denmark is a more economically developed country than Namibia. It's a less economically developed country. So you see, you identify, yes, like this. Say sketch diagram for Namibia. So the sketch diagram for Namibia is like this. So you say birth rate, then you say economic active population, then we have got aged people. So we have said this is the base, the medium, and the apex. So this is what you do. So birth rate wanga wakapuwa panapa ndechi Namibia. Andika birth rate for Namibia pa 40% panapa. Saka yakatokura saka uchiona chibase chakakura. Then life expectancy yanzi iri pa 59% uchingodai. Saka kana wanzi draw age sex structure chisketch ndakakudza kuti chinodrowa so takataura kuti in less economically developed country they've got a triangular like. Andika why? Because there's high birth rate, then the population decrease from here up to here. Why? Because there's low life expectancy. Then vatataura panapa kuti tine nyika sketch map for chi sketch diagram panapa for what is another kind for Denmark. Hey, less noise. You draw like this one. It is like a uniform structure. Then you say birth rate. Then we have got economic active. Then we have got aged population. So this is our sketch diagram. Why? Because the population of more economically developed countries, they look like this one. So this is the sketch. Whenever they say draw a sketch diagram, this is the sketch diagram which is required for medics. This is the sketch diagram for ledics. Better. Right. Turn up item 2. They say, why is it necessary for governments to have information on natural increase in life expectancy of their countries? Why it is important? Why is it what one was about the birth rate? To identify population growth. They wanted to identify population growth. What else? To identify population decrease. Yes, what else? Why governments need information about natural increase? Why? For what else? Not for census. They want to know how to prepare for economic development. They want to prepare for economic development. Why I'm saying so? Because if the population is dominated by economically active, we need more industries. If the population is dominated by too many children, we need more social services such as schools. So they need to prepare for economic development by the information. They need to identify if the population is decreasing or increasing. That's why we require all that information. Then item 3, they say, explain why an increasing population may benefit a country. What are the benefits of an increasing population? We have got labor force. What else? What are the benefits of population increase? Yeah? Population growth. What else? Yes, more diversity. We have tinobatsirana kuti tinowana zvinhu zvakawanda zvekubatsirana. What else? Availability of caregivers. So these are the reasons why population growth is important in a country, all these ones. Then party C, the last but not the least, they have explained that as a community health worker in Zimbabwe, you must know that any party C question you are included maybe as a minister, as a health worker, as a what, but you cannot include yourself in the question by saying, I can know. You just write your answer. So as a community health worker in Zimbabwe, what reasons would you give to people to reduce family size? So first you write reasons for reducing family size. That's the first stance. Then they go on and say, and how villagers defend themselves. So we want to give reasons for reducing family size. What are the reasons? Reasons for reducing family size. Nemhaka yei vanhu vachifana kuita vana vashoma ndozvikuvhunzwa. What are the reasons? Which? Why tichifana kureduce number yevana? Why vanhu vachifana kuita vashoma munyika? To avoid overpopulation, yes. Overpopulation. To reduce poverty. Yes, what else? To reduce pressure on social services. The reason why uchiti ukaenda paseketikofu, ukaenda padzidzai, ukaenda papi nzvimbo yevana vechikoro inoshayikwa takawandisa. Tikunzwanana? So if we reduce the population, tino reduce pressure on social services. The reason why uchiti ukaenda kuchipatara tinoita line takawandisa. Are we together? So for us to reduce such a problem, we must reduce our population numbers. What else? What is another reason for reducing the population? To reduce pressure on employment opportunities. Mabasa munhu wese anosara nawo, to have access to natural resources. Takati zviripo, handiti? Right? How the people defend themselves? My villagers anobva atichi apa tapedza apa. villagers opinions for labor force for prestige. Because in Africa, certain men, they believe the more you have children, the more you have prestige. What else? Cultural, religious beliefs. Because in the Roman Catholic Church, in Marange, they say Jarana Mwande. So, I want Vurama book. Ati isusu hatisikuta zvinhu mindset yemuZimbabwe, tikutaura zvinhu geographical terms. Vuramita one Roman Catholic Church hakunzi itai vana here. Hatisikutaura mazira amunoita maRoma imimi, tikutaura belief yavo. Handika tikutaura belief yavo yekuti vanhu vanofanira kuita vana as far as they can. Tikurirana ndozva kunoku hedu kuZimbabwe tinozoshandisa marange nekuti ndio yatoziva. But in Europe, they use the ideology of the Roman Catholic. Wababada? Though my issues are actually. My religious belief, cultural beliefs, prestige, labor force, these are the villagers' opinions. Avanokupa kuti no, isusu tukuita vana vakawanda nekuda kweizvozvo. Taurira?